Oh my god, hey! Welcome back to my kingdom of stagey isolation. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Mickey Joe and I am obsessed with all things theatre. Today I am repping my favourite duck. Do I know that many ducks? Famous ducks. Daisy, Scrooge McDuck. These are all just Disney ducks. These are all just relatives of Donald. Oh, Howard the Duck. Today's video is all about Disney and a specific Disney Theatrical pop-up shop that has now opened in Covent Garden. And it is a display of various props, costumes, and just homage to all of the shows that Disney Theatrical have produced or are about to produce in the UK. This includes all the family favourites like The Lion King, Mary Poppins, as well as the upcoming productions of Frozen and Beauty and the Beast. Now, this is an attraction that has appeared in London before in a previous summer, but this was in a much smaller pop-up shop and it just had some of the costume from The Lion King and a little photo booth where you could do sort of fun 3D photos in anticipation of Frozen opening, because at that point we didn't think it would be that long before Frozen opened. Fast forward to the end of the world and it still hasn't opened. But I was invited to go and preview this before its official opening, and I didn't realise that it was going to be that much bigger than the previous version. But it is much, much bigger. And what they've done is there's a different room for each of the Disney shows that are represented. You enter in a Mary Poppins room and it has Mary's costume and it has Bert's costume, which are stunning to look at up close. Bert's costume ostensibly is not meant to look that fancy because he is not a very wealthy character, but I didn't realise it has these little red diamantes on it that are just so stunning, and I love the way that that just theatricalizes that outfit. There's also a little fun activity for kids where they have to find all of the letters that spell out supercalifragilisticexpialidocious on the floor, and I'm a giant child, so I also wanted to play. Now, the next room was Aladdin themed, and while I never saw Aladdin on stage, this almost made me regret that because I really enjoyed this room. I just liked the vibe of it, very Cave of Wonders. They had a cutout of the genie that you could make conversation with if you're there by yourself. They had a prop of Aladdin's lamp if you wanted to make a particular wish, like, I don't know, for the world to stop ending. Maybe if we all wish that, then you know, the odds are better. Manifest theatres reopening with diverse casts. They also had these super fun old Aladdin arcade games that were surprisingly challenging for someone who plays as much console gaming as I do. You could basically move side to side and throw apples and grab ropes and jump, and I just, for whatever reason, kept catching on fire. It was a very intense game where I'm just trying to catch a rope and suddenly I'm aflame. And then after about 5 minutes of climbing these ropes and walking over the thing and trying not to catch on fire, I threw an apple at a man, he didn't like that, stabbed me, and then I died. That was very upsetting, so I walked away from that, and I didn't have anything more to do with that game. The next room was themed around Beauty and the Beast, and this was all to promote the new UK tour starring Courtney Stapleton and Emmanuel Kojo that will be opening in August at the Bristol Hippodrome. If I wasn't already so excited for this production, this made me so much more excited. They had an actual dress that had been used in a previous production of Beauty and the Beast that I believe had played in a Disney park, but it was a very interesting version of Belle's dress because it had this embroidery with sort of burrs around the bottom. It was still the iconic yellow ball gown, but just with some sort of different details, which I appreciated. It's interesting to see how designs of things will vary in productions from different countries. After that, we moved to this big courtyard area where they had all of the beautiful costumes and props from The Lion King. As many times as I've seen these costumes and as many times as I've seen this show, it really doesn't get old. The artistry of how well these were put together to evoke the images of animals, to evoke these characters, using costuming, using references from different cultures. It's just all so beautifully, artfully done. You can really spend an awful lot of time looking at all of the details in these costumes. They also had the original set box from The Lion King, and that was very cool to look at as well. I mean, that's an iconic piece of musical theatre history when you think about how big this show has become and how long it has run for on both sides of the Atlantic. I was a particular fan of the zebra. I don't know why, it just spoke to me. I could see myself wearing that as I do jobs around town. There were also TV screens in this room that were playing a fun little video that Aurea Duba had shot with the cast of The Lion King in their dance rehearsals. I didn't get time to watch all of that, but it seemed like a lot of fun. The next room was all about Frozen, set to reopen very soon at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. There was a mannequin with a beautiful Elsa wig and dress. We had a lot to talk about. She was a lot of laughs. Such a beautiful costume that again just made me so excited for this show to be opening soon. Again, there were some video screens talking about sort of the writing of the show and how things had been put together using references from different cultures. and the hallways leading out of that room were all Arendelle themed as well. It's all just really aesthetically done, really stylish in a way that is very Disney and is very polished and reminds you of being at a Disney park where everything is just to immerse you in that world. It's the kind of thing that would just bring wonderment to so many kids who love Disney, and this giant child who loves Disney as well. And that brings you back to the start of the exhibition. There's really so much to enjoy, you absolutely have to go and see it for yourselves, and besides anything else, it's completely free. So if you find yourself near Covent Garden in Theatreland and you have time to kill between shows on a 2-show day, relatable or what, head over to the Disney pop-up shop, have a look for yourselves. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed and learned a little something about this exciting attraction over the summer. If you did like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for plenty more Stagey content about all of your favourite stage musicals. Also, if you would like to support me as a Stagey content creator, as well as gaining access to a bunch of exclusive photo and video content, head over to patreon.com/Mickey Joe Theatre where you can support me there. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day.
For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey, thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!